Hello to our loyal guests. It's our 50th birthday. Can you believe it? And we are so happy to be celebrating with you because we know you're the ones to thank for this major milestone. It's been 50 years of Lido parties, water slides, sea breezes, sunsets, and unforgettable memories. 50 years of fun, thanks to you. It's amazing to think back to how it all began with one person, one ship, and one dream. Ted Arison set off 5 decades ago to make cruising a vacation that was accessible to all. And boy, have we come a long, long way in 50 years. And wherever we went, many of you came with us, just like a true family. And let me emphasize the with us, especially these past 2 years, because even after everything we've all had to endure, you have stood with us, and we are so very grateful. This is why we say that while it may be our birthday, the party is for you. So we're making sure it's truly epic with you all as our guests of honor.
And so we're just absolutely delighted to be able to celebrate this 50th anniversary with all of you. Thank you.
Hi. On behalf of the 9 world-leading cruise lines of our Carnival Corporation, thank you. Thank you to all of our millions of guests over the past 50 years. So from our very first sailing back in 1972 to today, it's been your loyalty to our namesake brand that has kept us cruising, growing, and making the best vacations ever. Now I'm looking forward to celebrating our 50th birthday this year with all of you as our guests of honor. Thank you. Thank you for choosing Carnival and for choosing fun for all these years. Enjoy being thunderstruck.
Thank you once again. With you on board, I know we'll have a 50th birthday to remember.
This was a conversation that somebody had, and I had a discussion with them, somebody that was loyal to Carnival, and they said, you know, they're duplicitous. And I'm like, wow, that's a strong statement. But when you look at the definition there, I don't think, and thank you, by the way, to Funnelheads, who's the inspiration behind this video, or a guy over there, Andrew, who's been on my show many times. He was the inspiration. He shared the same video that I did in reference to Carnival, talking about loyalty and talking about family. And then just a couple years later, pull the rug out from everybody, right? And if you look at that definition of duplicitous and how I used it there at the end and giving an example, you know, you talk about family, you talk about how important everybody is, how valuable you were, and how you remained loyal to Carnival and kept coming back in those couple rough years when it was really hard for Carnival, and how much Carnival appreciates it. But Carnival, that's disingenuous. Because if you really appreciated your loyal cruisers and you were really thankful and genuinely, you know, it hit your heart, then you wouldn't pull the rug out from them and say, Platinum Cruisers, no. You know, we'll allow you to do the Diamond Dash, and we'll give you a few extra months to get Diamond. But if you don't reach that, sorry, you're going to have to earn your status through the rewards program. Even people that have been cruising with you for decades. And I have some very close Coach Cruise fam that have shared with me. They've only cruised with you, honestly, for the last couple decades. And now some of them have come out and told me, yeah, you know, we scheduled our next cruise with MSC, or we scheduled it with Norwegian, or we scheduled it with, you know, Royal, whatever the case may be. But people are leaving your brand that haven't been with another brand in decades. How terrible is that? That you forced them to make that type of a decision. So although when you were having this 50th birthday party, you may have had some idea of what the future was going to bring and that you were thinking about doing this rewards program and things like that. So I don't truly feel it was 100% duplicitous, but I do understand people feeling that it could be, because you've lost trust in your customer base. And that's something that's going to be hard to get back. We're happy we were getting back to normal again. And you were paying respect, and you were truly seemed to mean thank you, for being there for us, for helping keep us afloat when times were tough. And you were coming out, in COVID when ships were barely full, and you stuck with us, and you're still here. And we appreciate that, and let us repay you. We're gonna, it might be our 50th birthday, well, we're holding this party for you. And you know what? We all loved that. We all loved that. We the Thunderstruck thing, and I had the Thunderstruck tater tots, and I mean, that was great. It was all great. Okay, and again, that's all. It's not much, right? I mean, again, you're not giving much, but you're that little bit means something. And that's all people are asking for, is give them that little bit of respect. They've been loyal to you. They're saying, hey, I worked hard. I spent a lot of money to get up here to platinum. I worked really hard. We can only take a couple vacations a year, but you know what? We took those couple vacations a year with you, Carnival. We were loyal to you. And we're not going to be able to make it to Diamond. We're not going to be able to do this Diamond Dash to make it to Diamond. But you know what? We earned that platinum card. We earned that little pen that you get, the little bottle of water, the little party where you give us a couple free drinks. We earned all that. That's not too much to ask to be continued, is it? It's not. It's really not. So make it happen. And that's what this video is about. And now, instead of hearing from me, because Carnival Beards, I know you hate hearing from me because, well, you don't like to hear tough love. And I get that. Tough love can be tough, but that's what we're trying to do here. Is this some tough love? Okay? I know some of the things I'm saying might sting a little bit, and some of you might be saying, who's this joker? Who's this coach? What's he know? I'm not in my basement, by the way. I own my own home, just in case some of you out there understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I guess that's about it. But let's hear from you, loyal cruisers, and your thoughts. Okay, instead of we've seen the video, and again, Carnival Beards, and the big wigs up there that are making the decisions. You remember that slogan? The customer is always right. Well, if the customer is always right, then please listen, because they're telling you what you need to do. And for whatever reason, and I don't know if it's a money-making ploy, but if it's a money-making ploy, and this is why you're holding back on just saying, you know what, we're going to go back, we're going to make a combination of the two plans and have a loyalty and a rewards program, which doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to do. Okay, now I get that you might have to tweak some of the perks to make everything work. Maybe you need to add another loyalty tier. I don't know. But what I do know is that at a $1 billion company, you can figure out a way to make it work and make everybody be like, okay, that's fair. I can understand that. And, let's bring back the family. Let's bring back the we, okay? Because one thing I don't want anybody to misunderstand is when we talk about family on Carnival, your staff and crew, they understand what family means. I have so many friends within the Carnival family, that I'm friends with on Facebook, that we talk with regularly, that we'll message back and forth. When I see them on ships, they're coming behind the bar to give me a hug and stuff like that. I mean, it's wonderful. They understand what family means, okay? They don't turn their back on family. They treat you like family each and every time you see them. It is only you, the Beards, that have screwed this up. And you have a chance to give Carnival that reputation as a whole company, not just your staff, not just your crew, but as a whole company, as a whole brand, to be like, you know what? Carnival is family. Carnival is we, not some big corporate, suits that are all about greed and money and everything. Because, I do believe in that saying, you get more than you give, right? And just try giving a little bit more instead of taking. Okay, try that for a change and see how that works. I know you're penny pinchers, count up the money and everything else like that, and they say, oh, well, if we get rid of this and we get rid of that, we're spending, $6 million a year across the fleet on this little thing. And if we just get rid of this little thing, we could save $6 million. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, saving $6 million, that's a good deal. But you're throwing pennies at dollars, okay? Keep your dollars in-house. Keep your loyal cruisers from wanting to look at other lines, all right? And you're going to hear some of them right now. This isn't me talking after this point here. We're going to get right to it. As a matter of fact, again, I'm not reading these comments. I didn't handpick these out in any order. These are as they're showing up from the top down. I'm looking at a couple comments right now. The first two were 12 days ago, then a 13-day, and then there's one that's like 2 days ago. So I don't know how YouTube puts these comments in order. That's just the order that they're in. So let's get to it. So the first one I'm reading is from Legion Rider, and I'm just going to go right down the list, just so you know I'm not cherry picking these. 100% coach, you don't turn your back on family. I was loyal to Carnival since we started cruising in 2010. We've sailed 7 times and have 3 more booked with Carnival. We were going to make Platinum November 1st on the Legend, but not anymore. I'm happy that you made this video. I think Carnival is just hoping this blows over. I'll be looking at other cruise lines from now on. My loyalty means something to me, but Carnival doesn't see it that way anymore with me as a customer. There's still time for Carnival to fix this mess. Well said, Legion Rider. The next one is from Beth Chafin, 628. Booked our first MSC for May. Looking at NCL in the near future. We are Platinum, but will never hit Diamond. We will continue to cruise Carnival because of the deals, but we will now start booking cruises according to itinerary and in parentheses, not celebration key every time. All right, the next one is from Brian Lloyd, 9157. Diamond chasing is just a quarterly stock saving money grab designed to stop the bleeding. Preach it, coach, and with a heart emoji. Brian T, M1E. Well said once again, coach. Wife and I are Platinum and convinced 20 family members and close friends heading to Alaska this summer. So 22 of us. And what Carnival has done with this loyalty program has cost them 22 future cruisers. Keep your stupid pin and early boarding. Bottle of water? Are you kidding me? Water fountains all over the ship. MSC and Royal looking better all the time. And that was from Brian T. Here is one from Marianne McGee, 2724. This one was just 2 days ago. Truth! Exclamation point. You always nail it. Why doesn't Carnival listen and save their Platinum cruisers? My mom, who is Platinum, went on 2 cruises this year, neither, in all caps, on Carnival. She's starting to check out other lines because of the terrible decision Carnival made. And well said, Marianne. Here is S. Dillard, 29. Thank you, Coach, for continuing to advocate for us Platinum cruisers. Fun fact, I would have turned Diamond last year if we didn't go through COVID. And the fact that they think this new program is okay is beyond pissing me off. Still, we have a couple more cruises with Carnival. After that, it's Royal, Virgin, and all-inclusives for us. I really hope they change this. There's another person, Carnival, that you could probably get back if you just showed them the respect that I feel like they've earned and the loyalty that they've had to your company. And again, shared that video at the start of this video from you, talking about family, talking about how they were there for you in those tough 2 years of COVID and everything else like that. And just a couple of years later, you yank the rug out from them. You yank the rug out and say, no, sorry. We're not going to respect you and treat you, for the loyalty that you gave us in hard times. We're going to make you earn that loyalty. We're going to make you earn that bottle of water and what other gifts, because I think you took away most of them. We're going to make you, whatever little things that we're doing for you, we're going to make you earn that by spending a lot of money to maintain that tier that you were in, if it's platinum. Oh boy. Okay. So here's the next one. Contematal, CONTEMATAL 5749. We booked our last cruise with Carnival. It is sad that we believed in Carnival and did 16 cruises with them. We were so happy to reach platinum. It means nothing now. We are going to book Royal next. There's another one. Carnival, you could fix this. You could fix it. You choose not to. Why? JB. This is a loyal Carnival cruiser I am happy to be cruising with later this year. And he's got in all caps, gold cards matter too. Exclamation point. Thanks again, coach. Simple and to the point. Yeah, I mean, and why shouldn't everybody matter to some level? Especially when gold cards, you're giving them a bottle of water. I wish it was more than that, but you're giving them a bottle of water. Don't even tell me about the other perks, because there's nothing worth saying beyond the bottle of water, because you're taking away the pin. You used to give them a little pin, but now you're going to give them a bottle of water. Can't afford to keep doing that, Carnival? Really? Can't afford that? Come on. Be better. Be better. All right, here is the little green worm. Spot on again, coach. We just went on our first MSC cruise a few weeks ago out of Galveston and loved it. We already have another one booked. Our new cruise home is MSC Yacht Club. I'm jealous of you. That's not them saying that. I'm jealous of you, little green worm. If you have an extra space and when you go do that yacht club, I might be available. Just hit me up. Yes, it's expensive, but we did not have to spend that money to earn perks over a period of time to earn appreciation. Also, MSC matched our Carnival Platinum to MSC Gold, which gives you the best cruise perk ever, in my opinion, which is a 5 to 10% discount right off the top. To top it off, MSC is adding 10 new ships to their fleet in the next 5 years. MSC is coming full speed at gaining a strong, this is a long one, foothold in U.S. ports, and Carnival seems to be their best supporter. Good job, Carnival. No complaints here. I appreciate the push they gave us to try MSC. I was mad, but now I'm thankful. So there you go, Carnival. I mean, it worked out. At least this loyal cruiser is happy you did that, because they're happier with MSC. So you made, everybody's not upset. Obviously, there's somebody that's happy. I mean, you lost a loyal cruiser that would have spent that money with you. So that's bad for you, but at least they're happy, which is important. And I know you care about that because you know about family. So that's how we know. Here's the casual cruisers. I'm just going to do a couple more of these. This one was 12 days ago. They have to find out a way to still keep the days sailed a part of the program. Building up the days sailed for perks will go a long ways. Adjust the perks if they have to. Walking around bragging on a platinum or diamond card means a lot to people. I don't know. To their point, I think that the people, they've been loyal, and it does mean something. When they pull out their card and, people see it, it's like, people can recognize like, oh, this person's been around. They know they're cruising. They know they've been on a Carnival a lot. If they're platinum or diamond and they're pulling out their card or whatever. So that does mean something. And Carnival, you should take pride in that. You should take pride in the fact that people take pride in that and want to continue that. And what it seems like to so many is it seems like you want people to pay for that. Not they had earned it. If somebody goes forward on your rewards program the way you originally stated it, okay, to earn platinum, they have to spend X number of dollars and earn X number of points and everything else like that. But they could do that in a short time just with the amount of money they spend. Correct? Am I wrong? Please correct me. Please correct me. If I have the book of misinformation, please correct me on that if I'm wrong. Okay? What you could do is, again, as been pointed out a couple times here already, have the loyalty program as it's been in combination with the rewards program. Why is that so difficult? Again, you know, as much money and points and everything else that you have to accumulate to get diamond or get platinum or whatever in your rewards program, you're not giving anything. I mean, you're giving laundry. You're allowing people to board the ship a couple hours early, and there's might be a little luncheon or a little event for the diamond members, and you're giving away, you know, some appetizers and some drinks, and maybe even a lunch if you want to get really jazzy about it, right? You took away the gifts, you took away the pens. You're not giving away that much, okay? So why can't you just keep that? Keep it for the diamond, keep it for the platinum. You're going to motivate the people that are platinum, and you're going to motivate the people that are gold. Even though you're not giving a lot, whatever perks are in diamond is more than what's in platinum. And then if diamond is the top one, people want to be diamond just to be diamond because they're at the top of the thing. You know, that's normal in America, you know, to try to get to the top. All right? So just do it. Just do it. What are you waiting on? Honestly, what are you waiting on? Okay, here's one. Three more, and I promise I'm done. Tammy Shore. Well said again, Coach, and I heard loud and clear. John Heald, Coach said nothing false or derogatory. Thank you for that show of support. And again, I'm not reading these in any particular order. They're just one by one going down. Here is Tony Bruno, 770. I hope Carnival sees your videos and the comments. You are always spot on, and they need to take this serious. Thank you, Tony. And Carnival Beards, I say I'm spot on. So even if not exactly spot on, this is what your customers want. I'm trying to, let me help you. Let me help. I'm sharing. You keep telling these customers, they're sent letters and emails saying that you're listening. Are you? Are you really listening? Because I feel like if you were, I still wouldn't be making a video about this. But even though I'm diamond, and I mean, you're already doing right by me as a diamond cruiser. But again, this is about family, remember? It's about family. So my cruise family, I have cruise family that are platinum. I have cruise family that are gold. I've even got some cruise family, my girlfriend for one, that's red, all right? And any future new cruisers that come along and ask me questions or looking forward and excited to go on their first cruise, I'm gonna help them out. And guess what? They might become family too, right? Don't turn your back on your family. Don't turn your back on the family that got you to where you are today when all you're giving them is some ship pens, some bottles of water, allowing them to board the ship a little earlier, and then maybe some free laundry and a couple drinks. Don't do it. Be smarter than that. Please tell me you're smarter than that, because that is what is sending so many people away from you. Okay. I think this is the last one. Thank you again. This is from Craig Hogard. Thanks again for standing up for what's right. I have 3 Carnival cruises booked for this year, but none for 2027. I feel like Carnival bookings will drop in 2027 because just like me, a lot of fellow loyal Carnival cruisers are looking into other cruise lines. MSC and Royal Caribbean have caught my eye. The Seascape and the Icon of the Seas will be in Galveston in 2027, and it seems like the perfect opportunity to try some different brands. If Carnival was to reconsider the loyalty flop, I would definitely reconsider booking only Carnival and continue my march towards Diamond. Thanks again. Let me reread that for you, Carnival Beards. If Carnival was to reconsider the loyalty flop, I would definitely reconsider booking only Carnival and continue my march towards Diamond. Thanks again. And there we have it. That's a great one to end with. Thank you, Craig. And I mean, there are so many comments from others, and I, you know what? I'll get to some more of those comments on a future video until we get this fixed, Carnival. And again, you know, let me just say this, because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, Carnival, you know, they're going to be upset at you and everything. The Carnival crew and staff are not upset at me. Most of them agree with me because, trust me, I've been on the ships and they've told me this personally, off record, of course, and I would never use their name. But off record, they agree with me too. This is all your fault, Beards. This is all your fault. And it's almost unanimous. So I don't know who the 2 or 3 gentlemen or ladies that are responsible for continuing this stubborn, thick-headed, we're right, we're not going to change it mentality is, that's affecting your customers and making so many of your loyal cruisers leave your brand. But in fairness to you, you need to fix it. You need to fix it fast before you lose even more business. And I know there's going to be people who are like, oh, Carnival's doing, you know, their business is fine, and you know, there's going to be new cruisers come in to take those old cruisers' place. But again, why lose it? Why having less business is good for you doesn't make sense to me or to anybody else. Okay, you know, if I owned a barbecue restaurant or whatever, and I lost 100 customers, but there was 100 more to replace them, okay, you know, that's good. I'm not losing any money. And maybe those new customers are even spending a little bit more money. But what if I kept those 100? Now I have 200 customers, and they're all spending money. Isn't that more profitable for me? And if all it costs me is to give them a free bottled water when they come in and a little button or something like that, and then maybe, you know, on their 10th visit or something, they get a free, you know, rib tips or something like that, you know, some little perk that I can give them for being a loyal customer to me, would that be so difficult? I don't think it would be. And I would continue to just take in all that money and keep those stock prices going up, which is what seems to be motivating, I think, some of this decision making at least. But the stock prices aren't going to keep going up if you keep losing customers the way you are now. Not unless you can, you know, get a whole bunch more new ones coming in to replace them. And with all these new ships coming in, I feel like it's in your best interest to maintain and keep as many loyal customers that have continued to cruise with you over and over and over again for the long haul. Okay, that's it, everybody. We will talk to you later. Peace. Please leave a comment if you agree with this. If you like this, like the video and put a comment in. Short comments are appreciated just as much as the long thought out comments. So anything's good. Thank you, everybody.
Cruise code! Yeah!
I just can't get away from a good time.